Hey, what's up, beautiful souls? Happy Thursday. I hope that your day is going well, and I hope that your day has been filled with lessons learned and integrated so we can continue to evolve and become the best versions of ourselves. Because if we don't integrate those daily lessons and we dwell on them and we allow them to become a repeated program that we run on a daily basis, then they're just going to keep getting louder and life's going to get a little more painful each day. So take your lessons, check your ego, and absorb new information, even if it makes you feel uncomfortable, because the more uncomfortable it is, most likely there's some truth that needs to be heard within that lesson. So heed the lessons. Today I wanted to talk about accountability and the importance of accountability, both within our external relationships with other people and the things that we consume in our diet, and not just food, but television. Anything you consume energetically is, I consider, in your diet. But man, accountability seems to be a lost art in today's society, and it is so essential to growth and so essential to keeping our egos in check. And to me, it's a big part of why the ego has become so out of balance and toxic, not only individually but collectively. There's no accountability. We don't police each other. We don't say, hey, what if we did it a different way, because that's maybe not the most righteous, or hey, you shouldn't say that, or hey, whatever that is. We've lost our voice within holding each other accountable. And I just had a really beautiful and empowering conversation with a brother of mine about accountability, and there was so much growth that occurred on both sides, because at the end of the day, we're both teachers and students of life, and each individual has a lesson to teach you about yourself. And it's important to take those lessons in. Using your voice for accountability with ones you love can be difficult. It can make the situation very uncomfortable. It can trigger arguments. It can trigger falling out. It can trigger so much. But the triggers help us grow. The triggers and the accountability keep us in check. Some would consider, speaking your truth and holding somebody else accountable to, some would consider you a jerk, or you don't really need to say that. You just let them be. It's not your world, but it's, if we're all one, it is my world and it is your world. And when we don't hold each other accountable, we're not doing any service to them. And part of unconditional love is accountability, people. It really is. It's how we police each other. It's how we hold each other to a standard. So you're not a jerk if you call somebody out for something that you view negatively. I'm not saying you're always going to be right. You could be the asshole, actually. You could be the one in the wrong. But that's when somebody else steps in, or that person in turn holds you accountable and was like, hey, you're trying to hold me accountable, but right back at you, because you're coming at me sideways for me coming at somebody else sideways, So use your voice to hold the loved ones around you accountable to their words, to their actions, to their dietary intake. And again, not just food, but music, television, whatever you're consuming. Hold the people around you accountable, because That's how we grow together. That's how we ascend. That's how we learn. That's how we continue on this path and dig ourselves out of this toxic place that we're in collectively. So hold your loved ones accountable. Hold yourself accountable. Swallow that truth pill. It's a tough one, but it's necessary. Love you guys. I hope you guys have an absolutely magical day tomorrow, and I hope you get restful sleep, healing dreams, and may your guides bring you whatever it is that you seek, whatever it is that serves your greatest good.